Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to Hockey Action as the Loyola Ramblers take on the new Trevians in the War on the Shore. This is the fourth meeting of the year between the two teams. New Trier has a 2-1 edge as we've started the play. And the game's won. Trevians won the draw and got it to the blue line. Ramblers now control at their defense. They clear it out to center ice. Flip back in, delay offside. Left behind the goal, picked up there. Ramblers in their gold and New Trier in their blue uniforms. Into the zone and right back out. And offside. No, they didn't call it. Well, sure looked like it was offside to me, but okay. Over here to the near side, they battle along right in front of the New Trier student section. Again, a large crowd on hand, although not a full house tonight. I think the weather had something to do with that one. Back behind the goal line, picked up by the Ramblers. Ramblers feed it out ahead. Problem when you play a game like this before a big crowd in your student section is that you have the issue of playing to the fans instead of playing your game. Sent deep. And both these teams this year have had penalty problems, so we'll see how this plays out. Back behind the goal line, over to the far side, out to the point. They shot that, and the save, the rebound. Tried to dive on it, did so, and then at the end of this, a little extra pushing and shoving goes on. And are we going to get, I would think, yep, we're going to get coincidental minors here for roughing. So coincidental roughs early on in the game to start things off. And 15:25 of the first period. To the near side. And sent deep. Picked up by the Trevians. Trevians break it out of the zone, spread it out. Bring it in on the right wing. Back behind the goal line. Now over here to the near side, out to the point. Held in the zone. Sent deep to the wing, and then the Ramblers clear out ahead, and Loyola comes back the other way, got the shot away, and boomed it high and wide goal. He got a little piece of that one. To the far side and cleared ahead. Metro Chicago Sports Network. I don't even know how many games I have done. It has been quite a few between these two teams. The rivalry started really in 1986. Prior to that, it really wasn't one. We got a penalty coming up, I believe, for tripping. No. Looked like he stuck his leg out. Flip back deep, back behind the goal. And now the Trevians spread ahead. There is a penalty on the board, though. It's against Loyola. Out to the point, the big blaster. That's high and wide. Taken to the far side. And cleared to center ice, brought into the zone. They said it was offside. I'm not sure why the linesman said all clear, but the other linesman called it offside. Near side. Flip deep into the zone. And on the breakout, they didn't break it out. Loyola on the near side. Sends it deep. And it is icing. Back behind the goal line. They'll scrum it along again. Kept in the zone. Sent deep into the corner. Now back behind the goal line. Ramblers having trouble. They bring it out right up the slot. Into the zone 4-on-2. He shot the save. Graham then held on and the whistle. And still some silliness after the whistle. We're going to have the law of the blocked shot here tonight. This rink is narrow on the seating capacity, and we're in with the crowd, so we are going to have people occasionally in the way. Down the man goes, and we got a penalty for slashing, I believe. Yep, on New Trier. At 12:18 of the period. Back in the zone, and the Trevians just clear it.
New Trier penalty, 2 minutes.
And Ramblers pick it up behind their own goal and bring it forward. Into the zone. Now sent deep, wrapped around to the near side. Out to the point, held in the zone. And hit one of the Ramblers and cleared out to center ice. And now sent the rest of the way. Brought in again. There's the shot from the left wing. In the corner. Now they scrub it along a little bit. Up top and couldn't keep it in the zone. To the near side. Back to the defense and the setup. Brought in on the right wing on the backhand. Into the corner. Round to the near side and cleared to the high slot. Too many sticky wickets in the way for the shot. Blocked before it got to the goalie. And cleared. Back behind the goal line. And the Ramblers. They get a hit. To the far side. After around here to the near. And now back behind the goal. They work for it there. Outside to the far side. Making the decision with it. We're bucking a couple of TV crews here. Tonight again. Cleared to the red line. And now set deep back behind the goal line. In addition, we've got the craziness of the fans here tonight. Bumping in the corner. Puck pops free. And into the zone. And couldn't get the shot to the slot. And now he loses it out of the ring. First period action here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Glad to have you wherever you may be on the network line tonight. Back behind the Loyola goal line. Up they tried to go up the shot and couldn't get the shot away. Picked up and back the other way. Tried for the give and go, and that was broken up. Center ice. Bouncing it around a little bit, and the Ramblers clear it back to the blue line of New Trier. The Trevians put it into the zone. Backhander from the left wings. And the rebound shot. That was also a backhander. Now behind the goal line, over to the far side. We got a penalty coming up for tripping on New Trier. And then a little extra curricular activity on the end of this one. New Trier penalty for tripping at 8:54 of the period. And offside at the face-off. We'll do it again. Now they draw. Near side, New Trier. And Loyola with the puck. Put it into the zone. Picked up there by the Trevians. Heavy check behind the goal and cleared by the Trevians. Ramblers with it. Loyola with the puck up ahead. Got it into the zone and icing. Now Loyola clears it out of the zone. Set it up into the zone. The shot and the save. Loyola not doing a lot of setup. They're just taking the shots. Whoever brings it in the zone taking shots here. Spread it out. And the shot on goal cleared over to the wing. Picked up and over to the near side. There's a shot right into traffic. Up top over on the near side and back over to the far side. Up to the high slot, the shot. And nobody there for a deflection. Out high again. Over to the far point, left wing. Looks like Ramblers going to circle it a little bit. Stolen. And cleared by New Trier penalty killing. Up ahead and icing. And the penalty's over. Near side. Out at the point, the shot, and that went way wide. Looking to the far side. Back behind the goal line. And cleared. And the pass misconnection, and again it's icing against Loyola. Now you get after the first of the year, there's all kinds of issues with timing being off because of the holidays. There's something about the holidays, maybe all the games they play. Sometimes it's not playing. A lot of issues. Back into the zone, the give and go. Shot, the save. To the near side. Out to the point, held in the zone by New Trier. Back behind the goal, over to the far side. And scrum along the boards, and down the Loyola player went. And we're going to have an injury timeout here at 5:51 left to play in the first period. To the far side. Out to the corner, back behind the goal line. Near side. Yeah, whistle, and I'm not sure exactly why. Man in the crease, maybe. Offside again at the face-off. They're still bouncing around a little bit. Over here on the left wing at the face-off. New Trier. And stolen by the Ramblers. And the Trevians control. Backhanded deep to the corner. Back behind the goal line. Wrap around to the near side. Now in the corner again over to the far side. Outlet pass was stolen. Tried to get the shot away. Didn't. A couple of bodies go flying. We got a penalty coming up. This one on Loyola, I believe. Tried for the wraparound. Didn't quite get a shot. Goal. And New Trier on the board first at 4:51 of the period. And the Trevians the first of the goals here tonight. Loyola didn't do very much of clearing it out of there. And the slide in tight. Detroit does a great job generally in that tight zone. And we got another penalty coming up. This one on Detroit for roughing. I think it's the third penalty here in this first period. On Detroit, near side. Loyola's had one, I believe. It's not counting the coincidentals. We had one set of those. Deep to the corner. There's a shot to save. Try for the wraparound, no, and the net was dislodged and stops play. Out high, back, left wing. Puck deflected through, and then cleared. And Ramblers pick it up. Loyola Ramblers. Will burst the speed, split the defense, tried to get the shot away, couldn't do it. And the Detroit Trevians come back the other way. There's a shot high and wide. They'll scrub it along a little bit, picked up by the Ramblers. Ramblers straight ahead into the zone. And still bouncing around a little bit, kind of the two got each other. And the refs, situations like that generally, when it's about the same, just kind of let it go. They don't call those, despite the protests of the players. They grabbed and held on, and then trying to keep the Trevian away from the Ramblers, a little extracurricular activity. Picked up by the Loyola squad. They bring it ahead. We're here in Winnetka. We've had four previous meetings. Make that three previous meetings. One at Heartland and two at Wilmette. This one at Winnetka. Last of the regular season meetings. To the far side, into the zone, there's a shot, ran into traffic. The Trevians put it out to the point, the big blaster, and I'm not sure where he was sending that. He couldn't have been sending it on goal. There are too many sticky wickets in the way. Maybe looking for a deflection from one of his teammates on the backside. They weren't there. Now behind the new Trier goal, set the play. Little indecision on the Trevians' part. Puck stays in the corner. Far side, spread it out, cleared ahead, and knocked out of Hartman's way, and strong armed back into the zone, and then had the pocket picked, and coming back are the Ramblers. They'll put it in the corner, out to the far side, and the breakout, broke out. The breakout broke down. And now coming back. And the shot. Oh, and an open back door. Nothing but flies got out. Nothing got in. And we've got a penalty coming up. I think. The bench minor. Too many men on the ice against Loyola.
Loyola penalty, too many men on the ice.
They put two on one, two in the zone, but didn't clear the other two off the ice. So there was 7 men on the ice for Loyola there in the excitement. Picked up, put into the zone, the shot net, moved wide. Ramblers have it. They are penalty killing. Ramblers control it, their own defense. Cleared ahead and now right along the boards. Picked up and cleared the center ice. One of the Ramblers has lost his stick here. And the whistle. And we're done with the first period. At the end of the first period of play, New Trier leads Loyola 1-0. We'll be back with more here on the network. On the cable and the internet, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to teenage drinking. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And we start the second period, minute 11 or so left in the Rambler minor penalty. Picked up by the Trevians. They put it to the far side. New Trier leading this one 1-0 over Loyola. Into the slot, back up top. Out the lob. Point over to the wing. Back out high. Back to the wing. Took the shot. Shot it wide. And the Ramblers clear. Back behind the goal line. Wrapped around to the near side. That's where the Trevians pick it up. Try to send across ice. And out of the ring. And the faceoff moves down deep into the zone. Had a little bit of a delay. I'm not sure exactly why. We're behind the goal line over here to the Trevians break out. Sent deep. On the far side. And the cross-ice pass. Brought in on the right wing, back behind the goal line. Tried to center it. Too many Ramblers there. And cleared. I don't know what the defense was thinking there for Loyola. That was not a very good defensive setup on their part. Had too many guys back behind that goal line chasing the puck. Centering attempt didn't quite work. Up top, the deflection, and just a little wide. Right in tight, one. Second one, boomed wide. New Trier pressing a little bit on that rush up the ice. Flipped over to the far side. The Ramblers will send it back to their defense. Out ahead and into the zone. Off the boards, near side, out to the point, held in the zone. To the far side. Now, again behind the goal. And they'll scrum along a little bit there. Wrapped around to the near side and ran it into the slot. The Trevians on the breakaway, and a nice job by the defense. Pope checking it away on the near breakaway. Out to the point. The shot, that went wide. Near side. Now out at the point, the shot, the save. Loose puck. They'll bounce it along a little bit. And try again, and that didn't quite work. In center, and the Ramblers clear it. And then we'll make a line change. New Trier will bring it up the ice on the near side here, on right wing. Sent deep. Round to the far side. Out to the high slot, out to the point, nobody there. Coming back. There's a shot, the save. And again, some pushing and shoving. And got numbers. And we're going to get some penalties for roughing here. Double minors for roughing. 13:21 in the second period. Near side. Now into the zone offside with the Trevians. Got caught with their feet in the cookie jar. Picked up by New Trier. Near side boards. Along in front of the New Trier student contingent. Back deep to the corner. They push it along a little bit there. Battling for it, looking for a place to go with it. Can't seem to find it. There's a shot, they save. And the puck is still loose in there. Popped free. And out to the point, held in the zone by Loyola. All the way through to the near side and out to the point, again held in. And now cleared to center ice. At the red line, fed ahead to the far side. Right in the zone, the shot, the save, the rebound. Slid by. Far side out, all the way through over here to the near side. Picked up again and cleared ahead. A little spinorama move, tried to get into the zone. Tried to spin around the Loyola defense, couldn't do it. Sent all the way deep. And picked up by New Trier. New Trier picks it up there. On the near side and spreading it out. Sent in even deeper. Here's the shot, the save, pulled out of the air, grabbed it, held on, and the whistle stops play. Cleared to center ice, over to the far side. Now back in deep. They scrum it along a little bit. Again, combination of fighting the crew and fighting the crowd here. And the yelling and screaming. On the near side boards, they play along with it. Picked up by the Ramblers. Ramblers dropped past it. And offside. And on the end of that, we have some nonsense going on. They're really just kind of holding on to each other, but I don't think the refs are going to call anything. No, they did not call anything on that one. Near side. Outside to the far side. Cleared into the zone. This is reminiscent of many a game between these two teams in the extracurricular activities. Well, now we got a penalty coming up for tripping on New Trier. New Trier penalty for tripping at 10:33 of the second period. Ramblers with it. I think Loyola also got caught for premature substitution for the goalie. I think that's the reason the face-off came all the way back to center ice. Or it could have been that's where the face-off, where the puck was at the time. It could be either one of the two. Now flip deep. Out to center ice. Back into the zone over to the far side. And sent deep by New Trier as they penalty kill near side. Round the man, got it into the zone. Out to the high slot. Set up the puck, gave New Trier time to get in the way of that one and block it. Coming back the other way. Here's a shot attempt. No, he never pulled the trigger. And then tried to skid over the goalie's stick. New Trier. And cleared ahead. Now on the line change, the defense of Loyola got there first. And quickly up the other way. Spreading it out. Into the corner. Back behind the goal. Little bumping and going on. Out to the point. Over here to the near point. Back over to the right point. Left wing. He was open for the shot. Shot it wide. Sometimes when you get a crowd like this too, that players overshoot, lose their timing a little bit in their emotional enthusiasm, playing before such a big crowd. Cleared. Now picked up by the Ramblers. They get it out to center ice. Loyola dragged into the zone. There's a shot to save the rebound. It's loose. Scrumming for it. They're still scrum for it. Cleared out. Try again for the shot. No, that didn't quite work. And the net dislodged. Out to center ice. Picked up by the Ramblers. The Ramblers put it to the far side. And brought in offside. Loyola back behind the goal line over here to the near side. Up top, the shot saved, the rebound, it's loose, shot a goal. And Loyola has tied this one up. And we're all knotted up at 1. At 7:43, they're slow on the clock here. That's what you get when you got parents running the clock. Of course, I have on occasion running that clock, been a little slow. Put it up. But I've got an excuse they don't have, which is that I'm doing 5 different things, 5 different jobs by myself. There's one guy doing the clock, one guy announcing, and one guy playing with the music. And there's a shot, and that was blocked. The outlet pass just missed connections. Back behind the goal line. Now the Ramblers with it. Up top. And couldn't get it out of the zone. Coming back, the Trevians. On that left wing, a little indecision on their part. Ramblers had a chance to get there. Out to the point. Backhanded deep into the zone. Now picked up again by the Ramblers. The pass to clear was up in the air. And that turned out to be icing. 6:25 left to play second period. You're watching hockey action on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. This one, we got a penalty coming up. I think that's a check from behind. A 2 and 10 out at the blue line. Yep. He took the man instead of the puck. 2 and 10 for a check from behind at 6:19 of the period. Now, Trevians tried to send it deep. Instead, the Ramblers sent it deep. Forechecker got caught back there. Picked up by Nutrier, brought into the zone on the right wing, out to the right point, back to the right wing. Ranges to the high slot, put to the left point. Back over to the right point. Off a leg. They scrum it and clear it ahead. Back into the zone to the near side. And the Ramblers will send it deep and make a line change. Or a partial line change anyway. Picked up and once again cleared to the defense of Nutrier. And sent it deep. Along the boards in the dead area on the ice where the Zamboni goes in and out. The ice resurfacer. We can't call it Zamboni anymore because it's not only Zamboni, it's Olympia and a little bit of everybody else. There's somebody else that does it, makes those things. On the side, and the Ramblers clear. Sent deep. Neutrier into the zone, the shot, and the bell ringer. All the way through to the near side. Picked up by Loyola, and they clear it. Penalty killing. Forechecker got there first. And now Neutrier picks it up. Bouncing around a little bit. Cleared out to the point. Back behind the goal line. To the near side, up top. Shot right into traffic. Bouncing around to the high slot. That also ran into traffic to the far side. Shot to save. Whoa, fanned on the puck. And now Neutrier out ahead, and that pass was intercepted and sent deep by Loyola. Cleared. Loyola at the defense, keeps it out of the zone. Neutrier sends it deep into the Rambler end. They'll wrap it around to the near side and send it out ahead. There's the shot they saved. Now the Rambler defense gets it out of the zone. Picked up by Loyola. Here's a shot towards the slot. Pulled out of harm's way. Near side. Now they'll wrap it around again over to the far side. And cleared out the center ice. These two teams played a game back in November that got a little out of control as far as penalties. And had an effect on the lone Loyola victory in this series this year. Hoosiers won 2 of the games, including that wild one back in at the Thanksgiving tournament. A lot of injuries and a lot of penalties. And this one has sort of started to shape up to that. Back behind the goal line. Over here to the near side now. Ramblers off the boards, cleared ahead. Back into the Rambler end, and they'll send it ahead. It deflected, so it will not be icing. Trevians put it to the near side, out to the point. And we got a penalty for checking from behind coming up. A 2 and 10 for check from behind on Neutrier. That's the second one we've had so far tonight. 1:21 left to play in the period. 1-1 tie, far side. They'll battle along there. Still working at it. Now the Ramblers in tight, shot save and help for the whistle. And again, some extracurricular on the end. A little bit of glaring. Nothing serious. And the Trevians send it deep. Loyola defense picks it up. Run in the zone on the backhand. Tried to center it, couldn't get the shot. Cleared to center ice. along the near side boards. Ramblers have it. The last minute of the second period. 1-1 tie. Metro Chicago Sports Network. There's a shot to save. He might have shot that wide. I didn't see where that went after he let it loose. Coming back near side and cleared. Back to the defense as the horn sounds at the second period. At the end of the second period of play, we're all knotted up at 1 between Loyola and New Trier. We'll be back with more. On the cable and the internet, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network, where you can watch this game on demand on YouTube. Play smart, play hard, practice harder. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And we're just about set here. Start the third period of this one, tied at 1. And the drop and the draw. We're still in a penalty-killing mode for New Trier on the 2-10 for check from behind. Back behind the goal line, here come the Ramblers, spreading it out. Tried to split the forwards on the near side. Got it deep into the corner, but around to the far side and couldn't keep it in the zone. Now touched and it's offside. Ramblers got caught with their feet in the cookie jar again. And yet again. On the boards. Now sent deep. Out to the near side. Over to the far side. They'll scrum it along a little bit. Cleared out ahead. Now backhanded deep to the near side. They battled for it there. Into the slot. The man chase. They scrubbed for it. No go. Held on by the Rambler goalie with all the scrum going on in tight. Near side. And a big bump. We got another penalty on New Trier for check from behind. In the corner there. To the near side, now touched, and the check from behind. And again, a little bit of a scrum on the end of this. Happy duck, 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 happy duck. A minor for 2-10 for making head contact. Two and 10 head contact. He went in high. Could have been a check from behind too, but I guess he got a piece of the head going in high. Up top, over here to the near side. That's the second 2-10 in a row here against New Trier. Cleared to center ice. Now sent in deep. Picked up and cleared by New Trier. Left there and picked up. And the setup by the Ramblers. Bring it out of the zone. Drop past it. And it came kind of close to a tripping call, sticking the leg out, but I guess it wasn't. Ain't nothing new. The refs don't call it. Referees are like your mother. They're always right. Even when they're wrong, they're right. Or if you prefer, your wife. Offside. Near side. Now into the zone, the shot from the long right wing and the save. Loyola has not done a very good job in this game getting it in tight for the shot. It might be a product of New Trier's speed. Might also be a product of the fact that it appears to be that each player's trying to do too much for themselves by themselves instead of working as a team here. It is maybe just one guy working the offense and all the other guys are trying to work defense. They're having their troubles. But it's working as of right now. We're tied at 1. 2-on-1 break into the zone. And give and go back. Shot. Go. Well, it was tied. No sooner do I say that than 12:43 of the period. The New Trier Trevians have taken a 2-1 lead. Off the boards, out ahead. Couple back the other way into the zone. And the Ramblers put it to the far side. And the New Trier Trevians take the long shot so they can make a line change. Ramblers get it to the blue line, but couldn't get it into the zone. Now the New Trier defense has it, spread it out into the zone. I don't think either team should be necessarily happy with what they're getting out of this one. A lot of penalties. A lot of, I think, playing to the crowd. Put in deep, back behind the goal line. Actually, I've seen an increase in penalties this year. And we've got a whistle, and the puck was frozen. It was frozen by the New Trier people. So that's why it came out of the zone. I've seen a lot more penalties this year, and I think I've also seen a tremendous increase in parents yelling and screaming and being out of control. And it's not just, I'm not saying it's hockey or these two teams or anything like that. It's just a general thing that I'm seeing across the board in every sport that I do. A lot more of it. And correspondingly, a lot more penalties and things like that going on. I think because maybe the players take after their parents that yell and scream. They get as frustrated as their parents in not being able to be the superstar their parents think they are. Shot high and wide over here to the near side. And whistle, and we got another penalty coming up. And it is another 2 and 10. Forecheck from behind. That's the third 2 and 10 in a row called against New Trier. Well, they must not be doing something right here. A little frustration on their part. And this game is getting to be more and more like that Thanksgiving tournament game between these two teams. And included a major penalty in that one.
New Trier penalty hit from behind, 2 and 10.
Picked up by the Ramblers. They bring it in on the backhand. And back behind the goal line now, cleared out and deep by the Trevians. Ramblers with it. Set the play. Loyola is doing way too much end-to-end rushes. It seems to be their modus operandi for this game to get it into the attack zone. There's a shot that boomed high and wide. Cleared out to center ice. Picked up by Loyola. Got past it, took the shot, that went wide. Near side. Set deep. Wrapped around to the far side. And back behind the goal line. Picked up by Loyola. They'll again try the end-to-end, and they were stopped at the blue line of the Trevians. And again brought into the zone, and again the Trevians poke it away. Battled for it back behind the goal line over to the far side. And cleared. Utrecht with the chase on. Going to go for it in the corner. Avoided the check and lost it off the end of the stick. To the far side and out to the point. And put back to the corner. Utrecht. Put it over to the point. And we lose the puck. And we got a 2-10. We're head contact against Loyola. My goodness. A lot of these things going on. Shot. And the save. Over to the far side, the outlet pass. Picked up. Ramblers. 1-on-3. Got the shot away. And a whistle and stoppage play. The Loyola helmet came loose, came off. Near side. Run into the zone and then rubbed out back around behind the goal, cleared. And the Ramblers clear it, penalty killing. To the far side. Now back behind the goal. Trevians set the play up. They'll send it to the near side. Picked up and sent to the far side. And Trevians getting into the zone. Ramblers send it right back out to neutral ice. Back in again. Dragging it. Little indecision. Shot to goal on the back door. Wrap around. And it is 3-1. It's on the power play. And it was offside against Loyola here. Flip deep. Battle for up top. The shot ran into traffic all the way through to the far side. Over to the side of the net. Utrecht will send it to the near side. Held in deep. Too many sticky wickets in the way to get a shot. On goal. Cleared the center ice now. And the Loyola defense tried to center it. Misconnections on it. Utrecht clears. And that was icing. And they battle for it over there on that far side, out to the point. Picked up and bouncing up in the air, bouncing around, picked up by the Ramblers. Run into the zone. Yeah, I got into it with some of the parents here, but between the whistles. The players play the game. You don't. Don't be yelling and screaming at the other team's fans. Don't be yelling and screaming at the referees. You're not playing the game. Players are. And they're high school players. This isn't the NHL. There's a shot and a save. Quite frankly, when I hear parents yelling and screaming, most of the time, they don't know what they're yelling about. They think they know what a penalty is. They have no clue. Spread it out. Back behind the goal line. Cleared ahead. Picked up by the Ramblers. Back at the defense. Sent to the far side. Cleared ahead. And the long shot and the save. And deflected out of the ring. Stays in the zone for the face-off. The shot boomed wide. And they'll scrum back behind the New Trier goal. And you don't seem to want to let it go, and I think they're going to eventually whistle it down here. There you go. They just weren't going to move it. Over to the far side. The shot in tight and the save. Cleared to center ice and back to the Loyola defense that'll set it up. They'll retreat behind their own goal line to do it. The outlet pass misconnections. Ramblers into the zone. Into the slot. Near side over to the far side. And the whistle and premature substitution for the goalie on the part of the Loyola Ramblers. They put the extra attacker out before the goalie got to the bench. Face off inside the Rambler end. Bouncing around a little bit. Cleared the Trevian defensive end and now set back into that zone. Far side, up ahead. Dump it deep, and then New Trier going to make a line change here. Probably the last of the game. We're at that point late in the period. Into the Trevian end of things, and they sent it deep. Turned out to be a long shot on goal. Goalies went back into the net here for into position. Now he's cleared. No, he has not. Just more line change. Saw that door open and thought that was him leaving. Up top. Now sent deep. Back behind the goal line. Near side. Now I see him going. Ramblers. And a big heavy check along the boards. Any hitting now is going to bring a rise out of the crowd. Mad chase on. And the Trevians pick it up. Driving the backhand. Nope. That was blocked. Nice job by the defense of Loyola. There's a shot and the goal on the empty net. And it is 4-1 in favor of New Trier with 21 seconds left to play here in the period. And sent it deep. There's a shot that boomed high and wide. 4-1 New Trier. Winded this one down. Just a few seconds left. Grabbed and held on, and that'll do it. And the Loyola Ramblers go down to defeat to the New Trier Trevians by the score of 4-1. So the New Trier Trevians green team beats the Loyola Gold team by the final score of 4-1. That'll do it for us for this game. A wild and woolly one. A lot of penalties on this one. Got a little sloppy. A lot of skating back and forth, but shooting was not very crisp tonight. In any case, the New Trier Trevians regained sole possession of first place with the victory over Loyola. Join us for our next sports action here on the network. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Watch this game on demand on YouTube. And for all of us, we say as always, thanks for watching and so long, everybody.